This is the next project I'm working on. It's the baseboard that goes in this flooded Airbnb basement apartment. The day is off to a great start. Just finished filtering this paint. This is what I'm going to be spraying the baseboards with. The customer supplied this. This is Behr Premium Plus paint primer in one with a satin enamel finish. I'm going to be using the Finish Max Super. I just cleaned it, so I got to find all the parts I took off of it. Now, I did not thin this at all. When I was pouring this from here to here through the filter, it was pretty darn thick. So I may be adding just a little bit of water. Another thing is I'm using a 100-foot extension cord, which has a significant voltage drop. I need to get myself like a 25-foot extension cord. I had this piece of cardboard clamped to the garage door rails. Well, I really wasn't happy with that test spray on that cardboard there. It's just a little on the thick side. So I've got a Dixie cup filled with regular water, and that's what I'm going to thin this down with. Yeah, that is real thick. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to back this back down. Now that is night and day difference, and it's still pretty good coverage and thick enough. Well, I didn't show the painting because I would have had to show you half of my backyard, and there's too many crazies out there these days. Well, this is half of them. There's another 7 right out here on sawhorses and 2x4s. And that's 208 lineal feet of baseboard painted in 15 minutes. I just installed all this flooring. 1926 house. This is the location of the flood. I'm not sure what actually failed. All the flooring and the baseboard was removed. They dried it out for a week and said, hey, we got to get this thing rented again. Please come put it back together as fast as you can. They have people checking in tomorrow. So I've got 24 hours to turn this thing around. Obviously, I'm almost done. Floors in, and I've even got started. All the baseboard in this room is in and caulked. And what I'm doing is I'm caulking as I go. So I'll put in these 2 boards and then fully caulk that in. Do the closet, fully caulk that in, and so on. A lot of you around the country may be wondering, what the heck is this gap? This is a slab on grade. It goes up and down, so the walls hang from the ceiling. They don't touch the ground. There's little spikes that go between the bottom of the wall and the pressure treated lumber that is glued and nailed to the concrete slab. There's a close-up of one of those aligning spikes. It's my little cut station right here. Pre-painted all these yesterday, delivered them last night. This here is the corner I'm working on. Kind of messed up, but I think it'll work out. Always try to start with the most difficult things that are going to take the longest amount of time. And I got another one behind the door that's crumbling apart. One that was in here before was packed full of caulking. We'll see if we get a little bit tighter, but there's no doubt I'll be putting some caulking in there. I'll cut this piece here. I have no idea where the heck that thing is. I'll probably steal one from another so I know how long to cut this piece. This is going uphill. So this end here is elevated, so I gotta shave this off to bring this down, and that will change. We'll bring this one that way. This corner will go that way. Come on, baby. Oh, it's my out. Oh my God. This is interesting. Looks like the cabinets were installed after the baseboard because they have the cabinets notched out. We're gonna go I'll just do 19 3/4. One's cut. Now this one. What I do is I just hold the board up where it needs to go and mark where my cuts need to go. Pretty straightforward. Don't want to cut too short. Want to make sure that the cuts are recessed to the gap. The part I'm cutting out is hidden. A lot of people talk down about caulking, and in the actual business, when you do this for a living and you make money, caulking saves time and makes money. You can fiddle fart around and try to get your joints that are tucked in behind a door extremely accurate and tight, but no one's ever going to see it once it's caulked and painted, and all your efforts are a waste. People will say,
well, you gotta have pride in your workmanship.
Well, that's true. You can have pride in your workmanship. I prefer a full bank account, because the only person that's gonna notice is me. There's all sorts of goofy stuff on there. And I'll never step foot in this place again. Got a shoehorn. Yeah, it's yeah, I probably have to do that. Give it a shave job on the back because the slab goes uphill. So I'll do a little bit of shaving. Well, actually, I might be able to tap that down. Nope. Since this is bent in, I got a shim behind it. Just gonna test fit. I will spend a little bit of time. Oh, there! Wow. Well, got it right on the first shot. Let me get my nail gun. I mean, that's pretty darn tight. I still will caulk and paint over that. There's a huge hump in the floor here. So I will get this side nailed in and then go squish this side down and hope this side doesn't pop up in the air. On a corner like this, I'll cut all three pieces before I nail them together and make sure the outside corners are tight. Then nail the outside corners and then work my way back and then caulk everything in. See, you got this big bow in the wall here. It's going to get a lot of caulk because I want a straight line. Technically supposed to nail it here and here, fill that with caulk, and then when you go to paint your wall, you put a tape line down and you paint a straight line, and you won't ever notice this bow here in the wall. This room is done, and I won't leave it without caulking it, because I hate going back and doing like an hour and a half and nothing but caulking. I can handle 5 minutes at a time, but not like an hour and a half. So once I get fully done, the only thing left for me to do is 10 minutes of painting. Paintbrush in the lid, and I'll go through and hit just the tiny little nail holes using the 18 gauge nailer so I don't have huge holes to worry about. Well, this isn't going all that great. Tried my regular brad nailer and it just crumpled going into this concrete. Now there's a layer of something here. It may be 1/4-inch drywall glued to the concrete. Over there I see actual particle board. Now, this is what I've come up with so far. I got my expanding bars, holding them in place where they glue overnight. So tomorrow morning what I'll do, hopefully the glue is cured by then, I'll pop these out and then mess with filling and painting staple holes. Right now I'm hopefully getting done. I chewed up quite a bit of time tinkering with that thing. So I've got this piece, this piece, this piece, and that piece, and that's it. On my last piece, this back room here has been one heck of a shit show, but it's all in. It's all that counts. I got plenty of time to spare. And these little slots here, they'll get filled in and painted. Hey, it's the day of. Well, the day that, well, in a few hours, people are going to come live in here for the weekend. And everything's done. I pulled those posts that I had gluing the baseboard up and recaulked that in. But right now, it's just time to go do some paint touch-ups. Got the lid as my little source of paint, wet rag on my shoulder, and I'm just going through and hitting up any scuff marks that I made while I was installing or delivering or cutting. I'm waiting for the last bit of caulking to dry before I can put the final paint touch-ups on that back room. So I thought I'd give you a tour of what this place looks like, all set up and ready to rent. So you come, the driveway's right there, and you go down these stairs and come in this old door. I don't know why they probably could upgrade the doorknob. This is the living room. This is a 2-bedroom. They did a lot of work last night. I left here at 7:30 p.m. They put the doors on, they hung the curtains, moved all the furniture in, made all the beds. Even comes with your own personal yoga mat. This is a really nice looking kitchen. I like that marble backsplash there. Miniaturized appliances. Got a little microwave over here. This is the cool part, I guess. The way they did their bathroom. It's a complete wet bath. And I'm going to show you a mistake they made. If you're looking at that herringbone marble mosaic flooring, so out in this area it's all looks good. Watch that sheen. It like disappears right in here. They used, I think it's vinegar on the floor to try to clean this, and it etched the marble. Still can't really get a good look at it, but there's no more gloss on any of the tile inside the shower. So you get your tub. Gosh, that is fish fiberglass. Kind of interesting design. You turn the shower on here. Oh, and it comes out of the ceiling. Take a bath. Looks like a really nice tile install job. If you wanted to get real picky, you could see that they just squared that corner off and filled it with grout. But I'm not sure what the budget was on this, so can't complain. What do you guys think of this? I know most of the people in YouTube comments hate anything that gets uploaded to it. So I'm interested to see what you think of this bathroom. The soft close on this, the detent, needs to be repaired. This is the second bedroom. They have these air purifiers running for some reason. I don't know if they got a stinky basement or not. This is that back room that I spent way too much time. I should have just glued it and got the poles out to begin with instead of trying to shoot it with staples and nails. Just pulled the poles and caulked it all in, and I'm waiting a few more minutes before I hit up all the spots that I caulked it in. So this is the original trim job. And when you shoot 15 gauge brad nails into MDF, that's what you get. Puffs right out, and you got to sand it and fill it, sand it again, and then paint it. So it is 10 minutes after 11 a.m. Everything's cleaned up, spick and span, and I am running over a curb. So yeah, an hour and 40 minutes to spare. Though Airbnbs are very popular where I live. This metro area is one of the hottest metro areas in the country. They make $2,000 a month off of that basement apartment. They did invest $150,000 to finish it. That did include a new slab, all new plumbing, all new electric, drywall, insulation, the baseboard hot water heating system. You gotta be careful what you call it these days. The plumbers will come attack you. You call it the wrong word. So it's gonna take them 6 years of renting that out before it pays off that $150,000, and then they'll be making $2,000 a month. I've thought about Airbnb-ing my other house, but I would have to have 20 to 22 nights a month, 12 months out of the year, fully rented in order for it to meet what I charge in rent, which is $2,500 a month. So I decided not to do the Airbnb thing with my rental. But I think that's gonna do it for this one. They were real happy. They were smiling ear to ear last night. We were talking for half an hour just about business. So leave your comments below. What do you think? Airbnb, is it good? Bad? Goodbye.